So you're working, middle of the day. You're like, I need a break, but I got 30 minutes. I need to get a workout in. You're just gonna step out of the office and just start 200 burpees. Welcome to Above the Standard, a CrossFit Topside podcast. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Hayley, and we'll dive into fitness, healthy habits, and mindset.
We're here to share stories from members, insights from coaches, and strategies to help you level up in the gym and in life.
So chalk your hands, focus your mind, and join us as we strive to live above the standard. Are you doing the workout today?
I am going to try. I'm going to try to get it in. I should have a little window before the PM classes.
Nice.
I know you did it this morning, right?
Yeah. Power cleans. There's V-ups, power cleans, and biking. Mm-hmm. Actually, not in that order at all.
Yeah,
biking, V-ups, power cleans. Power cleans are 135.95. They felt pretty good today. I felt good. I was surprisingly woke up with a lot of energy, so much so that I checked my watch while I was as I was prepping for the 5:30 class this morning, and I got 6 hours and 15 minutes of sleep.
Good.
I thought it was gonna be closer to 8. I don't know. I knew we went to bed with 9:30 last night, and so I was like, oh, yeah, I definitely got 7.5 or something. I don't know. I didn't do any math. I just looked right at my watch, and it was 6 hours and 15 minutes. But felt pretty good. Cool. while I was doing the workout.
Nice.
So
Yeah. I'd like to do it.
Yep.
I'd like to do it this afternoon. I'm coaching both the PM classes, so if I can get it in during open gym before, I'm going to do that.
Will you use barbell or dumbbells?
Probably not, just since my wrist has been bothering me.
Yeah.
So I will probably stay away from barbell. So I might use dumbbells, might do kettlebell swings, something like that. But I definitely want to bike. I'll do V-ups.
Nice.
But just want to stay away from the wrist. So.
Nice. Dumbbells got some good open prep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe.
What do you think we'll see in week one?
Week one, if we're basing this off of the past 2 years, it's going to be some burpees and dumbbell work.
True.
That would be cool. I would like to see some sort of double under, but they'll probably save that for a little bit later.
This is true.
Going based off of history.
I feel like the past couple of years have just followed a pretty consistent theme. Although, that being said, I've really only paid attention, obviously with the gym, to the past couple of years in the programming, because we're running heats and we're running different classes and things like that. So I almost wonder, I'd be curious. I know you just went back a couple of days to look at the open workouts, but I'd be curious what previous years looked like from a programming perspective. Has it always followed this pattern of dumbbells in week one?
I don't think so. When I went back and I looked at a whole list of open workouts from 2011, I only started doing the CrossFit Open 2020. So
that was my first year too.
That was my first year. So I didn't do all of those opens previously where it was 5 weeks. And those workouts are nasty. Yeah. Those are gnarly. And they're just looking at them.
What was the one that you said from 2011 that was a million movements?
I don't remember. I'll tell
a barbell? Was a barbell in there?
Probably. A lot of barbell stuff. Just rower, barbell, wall ball, muscle ups, all just slapped in the workout. Here, I have absolutely no idea how we would run a class.
Yeah, that beats.
But yeah, it'd be pretty tough. But they're doing a good job. The past couple of years have been really conducive to running the open inside the affiliate, especially with our affiliate has a smaller footprint. So I think it's been really nice with seeing those burpee and dumbbell workouts. It's been really cool. The energy in the gym has been the best for those ones.
Agreed.
Where we don't have to run as many heats, as many small heats where there's 5 people going. So I like that, just personally. But either way, it'll be fun. So I'm excited. This year we're going to do the team
intramural,
topside intramural team competition. Yep. So I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah, it should be good.
Last year, so.
Looks like a lot of people have registered so far, which is awesome. Excited to see registrations keep rolling in for that, and hopefully we'll break out into 3 teams, which would be great.
Yeah.
At least, and then I think we can even expand beyond that. Yeah. But we're themed with the Winter Olympics this year. Have you watched any of that?
No, not a single second.
I don't know why I asked you that. I haven't. We have the same TV. But I actually haven't watched any of it. I haven't seen any clips at all. So maybe we should watch that.
Yeah, we probably should get that going. But if you are a member of CrossFit Topside and you're listening to this and you have not signed up for the Topside Open, register. Go back into the Topside app, find the registration link. I'll send that out again, probably at some point before this airs. So sign up. we'll put you on a team. You don't have to be, there's a spot for everybody. You don't have to be necessarily good at a certain thing. There's ways to help your team out that's not just exercising really fast. So sign up. It's a lot of fun, and we'll have a blast with it. So
cool. This is episode 2 of the Above the Standard podcast. Today we are taking the format of a 20-minute AMRAP. So we're going to talk banter between the two of us. I don't know, personal question, not really personal questions, but more just like lighthearted questions. Get to know a little bit more about us and things that we like to do, workout styles, different things, just like CrossFit related, not CrossFit related. I think a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so I just took a bunch of questions I found on the internet that I thought would be interesting for us to answer. Some more lighthearted and personal, some a little bit more in depth, and we'll kind of run through them. Also, if you're watching this, nice sweatshirt. Yeah. Nice sweatshirt.
Not even planned.
Looks good.
We didn't even
unplanned.
We didn't talk about this morning. Kevin was on daycare drop off this morning, and then he rolled in and he's wearing that sweatshirt. I'm wearing the sweatshirt. Unplanned. Just like that.
Read your mind. Cool. So.
All right, let me start the clock.
We'll hop into it. We're gonna do 20 minutes. We'll just kind of run through these questions, and however many we get through. And we'll go from there. So
as many questions as possible. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're on. So we'll kind of go back and forth with who goes first, I guess. So first question: what's your go-to workout when you're short on time?
Short on time, meaning I don't have a lot of time to warm up or really get into it. 200 burpees for time.
Just kicking it right off with 200 burpees for time.
I'll maybe throw in some Spider-Man lunges, some air squats, a couple inchworms, maybe some double leg mountain climbers, although it's worst movement in CrossFit, hands down.
Why would you voluntarily do them?
Because it warms up the hips. You're getting closer to that range of motion that you're going to be hitting for a burpee. I get very exhausted from them, and I still am going to program them in warm-up, so don't worry, everybody. But
so you're working, middle of the day, you're like, I need a break, but I got 30 minutes. I need to get a workout in. You're just going to step out of the office and just start 200 burpees.
Okay, well, if I have equipment, then maybe I'll hop on the bike and like bike around a little bit. Bike around on an echo bike, bike for a little bit, but then that's what I'm gonna hop into.
All right, so even if you have full access to equipment.
All right, full access to equipment. Now it's kind of changing the question a little bit. When I'm short on time, it tells me like I'm at home, I need to get I want to get something done, but I don't have a ton of equipment. If I'm here, it's a little bit of a different story, but yeah, I'm gonna stand by my answer. I think 200 burpees for time. Generally, depending on how I'm feeling, 15 minutes or less. So now, the last time I did that was fall of last year. I did that in our basement at the old house, and there was no like air down there. There's no fresh air down there. So I wanted to wear my sneakers, and I didn't want to do it on the carpet in the living room. And Cade was napping all the way upstairs. So I just went in the basement, and like it was not a good time. Me and the washer became close buddies during that, time.
All right.
What's yours?
So
let's hear
it. So I wouldn't say, I think it depends situationally, like where I'm at. If I'm at a hotel, am I traveling? Am I at the gym? Do I have access to everything?
But let's just use the same scenario that I just made up for myself.
Which was?
Short on time, you're at home, no equipment.
Burpees.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the same
literally same answer.
I know, I'm just giving you crap.
All right.
So same, I would probably do I love burpees. So I would do somewhere between 100 to 200 burpees. I remember a little while ago, maybe last spring, we were at my parents' house. Mm-hmm. I did 100 devil's press, two 25-pound dumbbells per time. Love that. Did like a super quick warm up and then just went right into it. Yeah. So that was super easy, and not easy, but easy to structure, hard workout. But something like that where it's just like a big chunk of work and you just do it.
You organically become warm too. I think that's another big piece of it.
I also, I wouldn't say I have like a specific workout that I do. Just burpees might be my go-to movement. Also running. There, frequently when it's nice out, I'll just take off out the front door and like do a 5K, 4 miles, 5 miles, something like that.
Yeah.
That would be like definitely my short on time. Like
want to get something done.
Easy, like the first mile warms you up and you just kind of roll into it. So cool. Next question. What is your first ever memory of lifting and or exercising?
Why don't you lead with this one?
Cool. I very vividly, so I played lacrosse and football my entire life. So I've always been in and around fitness just naturally, just going to practice. So aside from that, like actual like definite exercise where you're lifting weights or doing something of that nature, my parents got me a set of adjustable dumbbells for Christmas one year.
Did you ask for them?
I believe I did.
Yeah.
My dad had a curl bar in the house and I was like obsessed with it, and they then got me these dumbbells.
How old were you?
I don't remember.
3?
Maybe, 3. Probably 12.
Yeah.
12, 13. And
so like old enough to know
I knew
the utility of a curl bar.
And so I used those. They're actually here at the gym.
I was going to say they're still here.
We have them here physically at the gym. So I remember that. And then once I got to the point where I could potentially go to a gym, I remember I was still too young to go to a gym, go to LA Fitness. Their age limit was like 15, I believe, 15 or 16. I was 13. And so my dad my dad's like a big dude. So he would walk in, do the little sign in thing. And I was like on his hip, like on his leg. And the counter was so high and I would just like sneak around. And,
were you like 3 feet tall?
I'm not a tall dude.
Yeah, but like.
Also, they didn't care.
I was going to say, how did you even get by with that?
And no, he snuck me in. We walked right in, and that was my first intro to the gym. And my dad kind of showed me around, bench press, all that stuff. So that's my first memory.
Nice, that's awesome. Mine didn't start with like my parents sneaking me in, but my mom ran, speaking of like short on time. She ran, she enjoyed running, both before she had my sister and I and after. But she would bring us to the high school, where we eventually went to high school, local high school track. She wanted to just run laps around the track, which is like such a crazy concept and how it's so boring, but she used to do like 3-4 miles just on the track.
That's insane.
But I do remember we used to go with her, my sister and I. We would bring our lacrosse sticks and just mess around on the field, but I would also run generally like a mile, usually. And then I would do like bleachers and things like that. I had my iPod Nano at the time, so like headphones, the white headphones, the string and all that. But then also, as I got older, in high school, we did like preseason lacrosse training at a local gym. And so we would go after school, upperclassmen would drive me as a freshman in their cars from school to the gym. And we do like, it was like a group class, but I just remember it being very challenging. And I learned a lot there, but then that ultimately led me back to the gym after my freshman year of college. I didn't do a ton in the gym, like commercial gym setting prior to, but it was those off-season lacrosse trainings. And then after I gained like 25 pounds freshman year of college.
The freshman 25.
Yeah, it was more than the freshman 15. I had started going to the gym more regularly. I was looking to get my PT certificate certification through NASM, and then kind of learn my way around the gym and what was happening. So that was my summer job all throughout college, but starting freshman going into sophomore year. So stuck me around fitness a little bit more and helped me lose some weight.
Good.
It's crazy.
All good things. All right, next question. What is the first thing someone should do when they start at a gym or a CrossFit gym?
Yeah, I think number one is, and this sounds very obvious, but showing up consistently. So understanding that like progress takes time, progress takes being a little sore, progress takes being a little tired, but ultimately like you need to continue to show up consistently and not be afraid to ask for help. One, we're going to always be there to guide you, but two, be okay with starting a little bit slower. So being okay with starting with lighter weights on the bar, being okay with, taking it a little bit easier than what the workout's written on the board, because we're ultimately trying to train people for the long haul. And if you just go right out the gate hard, you're going to, unfortunately, not have a good time.
Yeah, I agree. So I took this question more as, what should somebody who's never been inside the gym do when they first show up to the gym?
Yeah.
And my answer is the exact same. You have to show up and be consistent. You have to develop the habit of being consistent with your fitness, and that commitment matters more than anything.
Yep.
So that commitment will lead to more fitness naturally by simply showing up and even just going through the motions.
Yeah. Yep.
You'll get fitter. You'll develop better relationships. I bet you your eating will get better. Your sleep will improve. So it will lead to all the things that you want just by showing up. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to buy any crazy shoes or a specific jump rope or stand in a certain spot or lift a certain amount of weight or any of the logistical things like checking in to class. Great, cool. But actually just bringing your body to class. Consistently.
Agree.
And that's something that will get you farther than anything else. And it kind of goes to the mechanics, consistency, intensity. So mechanics and consistency have to come first. Then you can start adding more to it. If you want to get new shoes, great. If you want to start dialing in you want to get better at double unders or weightlifting or running, then you can start picking those things. But it starts with showing up and actually developing the habit and doing the work.
Yeah, and I think to that end, that can all be summed up with our second gym rule. One, be on time, yes, but two, check your ego at the door. It says it right there. And the reason for that is simply so that we can coach you through, keep you safe throughout the duration of time that you're here, and so that you feel awesome and excited to come back tomorrow. Because again, those habits do compound, and one does lead to the next. So agree.
I would even have the same answer, now that I'm thinking about it, with someone who isn't new to the gym. You have to show up. If you don't show up and you show up once a month, you're not going to know anybody. You're not going to get fit. It's not going to be fun. So you have to show up at least 3 times a week. Come in, do the work. That's how you meet people. That's how you develop your community of people. That's how you develop your fitness. And that's ultimately what you want when you come to a gym. You want to get fitter. You want to get healthier. You most likely, whether you know it or not, want to interact with people and have friends and relationships with those people. No better place to do that than a CrossFit gym. Super tight knit, super close. And so I think it just starts there. Show up. Simple as that. Cool. Question 4. Nice easy one. Nice softball. Here we go.
This is a softball.
Do you prefer morning or evening workouts?
Morning. So easy.
All day workouts, actually.
All day workouts. No, morning. If I can get it, if it's the first thing that I can do to start my day, it is a win for me for the day. It sets the rest of my day up for success. And we were just talking about this in class a couple days ago, just with one of the morning classes. It's difficult to do sometimes, particularly when it's winter, it's cold, it's dark. Your bed is a lot more comfortable than stepping outside and getting slapped in the face with -8 degree weather. But it's way better to start your day with these LEDs just
No, I'm a morning person as well. Maybe not, if I had to choose a specific time, I would probably want to work out at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Would be perfect. Because then I have some time to wake up a little bit, eat something, interact with some people, have a little bit of a routine, and then I'm ready to go and hop into it. If that was a perfect world, I'll work out at 5:30 in the morning if I have to. I'll work out 6:30. I'll work out in the evening if I have to. But if I had to choose, and I could make it perfect every single day.
I think that's a little late for me. I'm not gonna lie.
What, 8 and 9?
Yeah, I would prefer 6:30 has been really good.
6:30 is good.
7, but I don't need to eat you do.
Need to eat.
I'm good with an apple maybe, but I don't really feel the need to eat. But you generally wake up starving, so that's you.
Cool.
Time check. We're at 14 minutes.
Oh, all right, here we go. Next question. Question 5. What's one thing you wish you knew before starting CrossFit?
I wish I knew that the fastest way to fitness is by scaling and doing less. I know we talked last episode just about like crushing ourselves every day between lacrosse, like double sessions, strength and speed. Like there were things that we had to do just by obligation to our team, but going to CrossFit in the morning was probably not one of those things. I'm so glad we did, because obviously it set the foundation for everything else that was to come, but just crushing yourself every single day actually doesn't put the return on your fitness the way that you think it does.
Yeah, same, 100%. I had this, obviously we had the same experience with CrossFit. So,
yeah.
I generally knew what CrossFit was. I had a pretty good idea. I knew about like barbells and strength and conditioning and things of that nature, but I just, in the same boat, thought like work harder.
Yep.
That was something that is instilled in you playing sports your whole life, is
right. Just do as much as you can.
You should be on the field shooting. You should be running, lifting, doing all these things. And so just understanding less is more. And especially as you get older now, and if you want to stay in this for a lifetime, making sure you don't get injured and you stay healthy and you can maintain your movement and your range of motion in everything that you're doing with no pain. So just doing less.
Yeah. The fastest way to fitness is scaling, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's something we talk a lot about here at the gym. Every workout has scaling options, and 9 times out of 10, the majority of people are doing a version of the workout that's on the board.
Yeah, and every workout is a scaled version of something else.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
It's just a prescription of what the workout's supposed to feel like.
Right.
It's not an end all be all. This is the exact weight you have to use or else you're not fit. That's not really how it works.
Yeah.
Whoever's doing the programming can just increase the weight incredibly or increase the reps, and then you have to scale it.
Right.
So it's not really, it's like, hey, the weight on the barbell here is 135. That's not really as important as, hey, you should be able to do this unbroken.
Right.
So if you know you can't yet do 135 unbroken for 10 reps, then do 115, do 105, do 95.
And you get way fitter faster.
And then actually keep the intensity where it's supposed to be. And then as you progress, the weight will go up.
Naturally.
So that's my thought process, instead of just sending it right out of the gate, which is definitely something that I did and would not recommend to start. So learn from my mistake there.
Yep.
All right, cool. Next question: how often should a beginner work out? I'll go on this one.
Yeah, I think we have the same answer anyway.
Yeah, so I think it depends on your definition of beginner and where you're starting from.
Yep.
But really, the correct answer is enough times for you to build a habit and for you to consistently come back.
Yep.
For most people, and the prescription that I give for most people that are starting off here at our gym is 3 days a week.
Yep.
Pick 3 days: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Put it on your schedule like it's a meeting with yourself. Literally put it in there like it's a meeting. Put yourself as the person you're meeting with, and then show up.
Yep.
Show up just like you would to any other meeting.
Yep.
And if you do that 3 days a week, beautiful. That gives you some opportunity to rest and recover your body. Gives you can alternate days, maybe do a couple days on, 1 day off, another day on, whatever. But it gives your body an opportunity to kind of acclimate if you've never done anything before.
Right.
And then as you go, you can start increasing that.
Right.
You can add the 4th day. You can maybe, instead of coming to the gym and crushing yourself doing Fran or Karen, maybe that day you came yesterday and that day you're going to go for a walk. You're going to go for a mile walk. Cool, great, like that's awesome. Just move, but minimum, you gotta add some intensity at least 3 days a week, in my opinion, from my experience here at the gym, is my recommendation to start. But I do think it kind of depends on the person and what their tolerance is. So.
Yeah, I like what you said about something that is going to be able to like force the habit eventually. Something that you can build the habit out of. I think that's super important because obviously everyone's schedule is different. Everyone's lives are different. And if you're starting from not having any sort of exercise regimen routine in your calendar at all, that's going to be a really difficult add. So again, something that's sustainable for you and your life depending on where you are.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's skip to the last one.
Okay, how much time we have left?
1 minute.
All right, go.
Let's skip to the last question. What is your most memorable CrossFit Open workout?
Do you have one?
I do, but you can go first.
You go.
I don't remember what it was. Wait.
So you don't have one?
No, I do. I don't remember what, sorry, bad statement. I don't remember what, like, year, or you probably do, or number it was in the year. It was the wall walks and double unders one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I love that one.
What was it?
2020, 2021.
I think.
One of those.
It was the year that CrossFit introduced wall walks.
Yeah.
Or the year after CrossFit introduced wall walks to the games, I think. Or it was the first time they introduced them ever to the Open.
That was, I believe, someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe, it's fine. It's fine.
I stopped it anyway, so that's fine. We're like going to go over, but it's not a big deal.
So I believe that was the first time CrossFit programmed wall walks in a workout. In an open workout.
In an open workout, okay.
And
but I think they did them at the games the previous year.
Maybe.
Anyway,
unsure.
That's fine.
But you liked it or hated it?
I just actually remember so many popped blood vessels. I always get popped blood vessels on my forehead just from like not breathing. It's really healthy. Not Good. Breathing as I walk my hands into the wall. But I got stopped. It was like an ascending rep scheme of, wasn't it like 3, 6, 9, 12 wall walks?
Wall walks and then ascending double unders. I don't
like 30, 60, 90 or something like that. Yeah. I think it was. And I got stopped on the set of like, it was either the set of like 9. I think it was the set of 9. And it was like a long time that I was laying on the floor. And my partner who was counting my reps for me was just like, it was just one of those where she was just like, you got it. But I was just like laying actually like a pancake on the floor and I couldn't move. So that was the first time I had ever done wall walks before. And I remember asking John, this was at ICA in Pennsylvania. I remember asking John like soon after, like, John, where do you like breathe in a wall walk? And he was like, that's where it gets tricky. Like, you don't. And so then afterwards, it had looked like my face had broken out because of like all the popped blood vessels, and clearly I wasn't breathing and just like really, really clenching in my face. But yeah, that was one that stands out to me as one of my most memorable.
I like that one a lot, actually.
I just got very humbled by it.
Yeah.
I can't say I hated it because I would love to try it again.
Yeah.
But I definitely got humbled by the workout.
Yeah, I like that one. So there was a couple. One that comes to mind for me was the deadlift burpee over bar one. I believe it was 2022.
Yeah.
2021 or 2022.
I think it was 2021.
Where it was ascending 1 up to 10 and then descending back down to 1 of deadlifts 225 and burpees over bar facing burpees.
That hurts so bad.
Absolute death.
So bad.
And I got super close to finishing. I was only a couple reps shy of finishing.
That was one that I saw the pros do, and I was like, we can finish this, no problem.
It was like a 10-minute time cap.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And you're like, sweet, good.
Yeah, I can crush. I'm gonna crush this. Like, I can't wait. No.
Yeah, no, so that one hurt a lot. I remember Joe Sikora.
Yeah.
Screaming in my face.
Shout out, Joe.
Screaming in my face. It was great. I really enjoyed it and appreciated it. But that one was memorable. And then
he did. He really pushed you on that.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed
He pushed you for the rest of the Open because of that.
The whole thing. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that was good.
And then the first Open workout that we did here, it was just memorable for me because it was the first one that we did here. So and it was cool. I remember we did the burrito
night after. Yeah.
And so that was memorable for me and really cool and just a cool experience. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, if you are local to Newington, Connecticut and interested in checking out what we're doing here at CrossFit Topside, reach out. The link is in the show notes below. Set up a call to chat with Kevin or I, and we'd love to tell you more about what we're doing and then also how we can meet you where you're at in your fitness journey. So hopefully you're able to take away some of our answers, whether you're a beginner or looking for a new fitness routine to help you out and get started with Topside.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Above the Standard podcast.
If you found this episode helpful to you, please share it so we can help others in the central Connecticut area.
For more information or to start your journey, reach out to us on social media or visit CrossFitTopside.com.
Until next time, keep striving to live above the standard.